think this is going to be my byline. Me! No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Oh no, I kind of like it. My channel, me. It's all about me. Me, me, me. Just kidding. Okay, so do I look kind of bright-eyed to you? Like a little overly bright-eyed? I have a number of products on, and I'm not quite sure what they all are. But I think this is Benefit's High Beam right under my brow, and I do like that. That in the inner corner. And I tried I've just tried different samples. I've got some of them that I'm giving to my bestie and some of them that I tried. And, because I got more than one of some of them. And, she's a makeup girl too, so she likes to try stuff. But one of the ones that I got that I really was looking forward to was Cle De Peau. Now, everybody who knows anything about makeup, high-end makeup, knows that Cle De Peau is a extremely expensive everything, but the concealer is what I was looking at. I think it's like $70 a tube. Now you can go to the drugstore and get CoverGirl concealer, and no kidding, I think it covers up everything. But I wanted to try this because it's so heavily talked about in the beauty industry world, YouTube. So I decided to try it, and I thought that the beige color would be the one that I would probably do the best, but it just didn't seem to have such great coverage, and all I'm hearing about is how great this coverage is, how great this coverage is. So tonight, just playing in makeup, I tried the middle color, which you can't, these won't do justice to you as far as actual color on here, but because Ivory is the next one I'm going to try. Looks awfully light. You can kind of see the pigments better on the back. So that's Ivory, and I'm going to try that. I've been trying the beige, and I think the beige is just too dark. So tonight I went with the middle one, which is a little more yellow, and it is almond. If I ever had another child, and it was a boy, I think I would name him Almond. Almond Buchanan. Step forward for your reward. I think I'm going to have a baby. No, just kidding. That would be like a miracle. I have no more eggs. But anyway. Okay, so the brush that I would use to put this on with is my beautiful Extravaganza brush by Sigma Beauty Concealer F75. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. But anyway, that's the brush. Anyway, I should be better let it to peek out from the side because it's not black. It's more, it's synthetic. And so it's, and from what I understand of studying up on brushes is it does matter if it's synthetic or natural hairs, because synthetic and natural pick up different kinds of products, like whether or not it's better for creams or better for powders. Like what will those hairs grab? And then also the shape of the brush. Is it tapered? And I don't just mean obviously that's tapered, but I'm talking about, is it tapered as far as the way the brushes go inward? Not just do they go, you know, like in a tapered shape, but do they on the sides? Like if you look at that sideways, does it, did I just look cross-eyed to y'all? Okay, anyway. I got stuck. Okay, there I go. All right. What was I saying? Oh, there. Yeah, tapered all the way around. I have used the stew out of these brushes, y'all. You know, when you get some new brushes, especially as expensive as these were my Extravaganzas. Again, I don't know if y'all can see that little in 18 karat gold, or I think it's either 18 or 24 karat gold writing. I mean, ferrules. That's this, the little metal crimps. And it's plated. Clearly it's not solid, or I'd be like, this is heavy. But anyway, that's what I used to put this on. So obviously when I put it on, I went in the little pot, you know, went in there, and then I put it on, and I did down in little motions, and then swooped it out, and then just kind of blended it down and blended it in, blended it out over here by the eye, and went down by the nose, and then continued to blend it out. And I feel like it blended out okay because I haven't done any foundation or anything to kind of tone it down. And I do look a little bright. But I think I like this color, which really stinks because this is $70. So, okay, so you know that wrinkle you get by your mouth? If this can make that go away, I'm paying this $70. No. Can y'all see it anymore? Is it gone? Oh, no. It's not gone. It's makeup, though. It does help us. It helps us deceive. No. Okay, so who all got the book? I can't remember. I know Lauren got one of the books, and who else got the book? And when I say the book, I mean this book. Face paint. For those of you who didn't win it, I would say go buy it. It's okay to go and buy things. You don't have to win them all. I'm like, is that a sample? Or are you going to give me a sample? You want me to buy the product? No, I will say this. I do think it's important for companies to sample because, is that looking weird like there's an eye? Because you don't want to put a whole bunch of money into an expensive product like Cle De Peau and it be wrong. So they did give a substantial amount of concealer. And they must really believe in their concealer to give you that much. Because that's a little, it's a mini pot full. It's not a smear. I mean, I've gotten 2 or 3 days so far, and I can tell you I could probably get 2 or 3 more. So that's like a week long of each color. So that's 3 weeks of concealer right there. But they're counting on the fact that their product's that great. And it does have a very good rap for having perfect coverage. I still feel like I look dried out whenever I use concealer, guys. I feel like my wrinkles, I'm kind of looking in my viewfinder and I can't see that. I'm trying to look in my mirror, I can't see that. Also I tried some other mascara. And I think it looks gloopy, so I'm not going to really... And y'all remember that, I think... what did I get 2 of? Benefit, they're real. And Big Fat Lash. Anyway, I tried it on each eye, and yeah, my eyelashes do look like sensational, but I have like 10 coats between the mascara I already had on and this. And the thing is while it may look good, it's not waterproof. So, oops, it loses. Okay. So, this book, what I was telling you guys is even if you did not win this, the gals that did win it would tell you go get this book. Because for one thing, it's a beautiful coffee table book. You can see it's, I'll hold it back a little bit so you can see it a little more. It's really pretty. And that's just the paper cover. But when you take that off, it's the exact same thing underneath. And I think that's the mark of a really higher end coffee table book, because a lot of them it's just the cover, and then when you take this off it's something else. So, but it's just a protective cover because this picture underneath you don't want to get messed up. So mine would be on a coffee table, except that I like to have it on my backdrop set, whatever you call this, my office. But one of the things they talked about was, I totally forgot what I was talking about. Does that happen to you guys? I think it may have had to do with, how makeup is a lie. And that's why they called it a false face. That's what they used to call lies, is, she has a false face. I don't want to be a woman that has a false face. I saw it in a movie once. She's British. I don't want to be a woman with a false face. Meaning I don't want to be thought of as a woman who tells a lie. Anyway, so I think it was the Edwardian era, but it may have even been before that, that makeup was thought of as not just floozies or whatever, but that it was false. Because it was making a man think that a woman was prettier than she actually was. And that's kind of how I feel about things like push-up bras and add-in butt pieces into your pants. That once you get married and your husband finds out all that was fake, your boobs actually droop and you don't have a butt. Did I just say that? Hey. But at the same time, we all like to do a little enhancement just so we look a little nicer in our clothes. So it's like, I don't know. Is it really a false face? I don't think so. I don't think it is. But anyway. So, concealer just covers up acne for one thing and circles for another. But I feel like it does. I feel like I look dried out. I feel like my eyes look really dried out from using it. It does. And I know that you would have just put a moisturizer on, but anyway. So one of the things that I also bought from Cle De Peau, and that's why I got that sample probably. I knew I couldn't afford a lot from Cle De Peau, but I wanted to have something just, you know, that was strictly Cle De Peau. And so I got this beautiful brush. It is a powder brush. It has a little Cle De Peau emblem on it, and that's it. It's very soft. Do you see that powder going up? Okay, so that's what I was going to tell you all about. I don't have Cle De Peau powder, and I think it's kind of funny to me that the Cle De Peau powder and the brush and the compact are all separate, and it's like $100 each or something ridiculous. So I use this powder. This is the Laura Geller, and it is the Beauty Ingenuity. It's Balance and Brighten Foundation Fair, and it's a mineral powder. And guys, can I tell you, it smells like dirt. It does. And did you look at the smoke coming off that? So I'm not a huge fan, but it does work pretty good. So anyway, so I was just going to tell y'all about that. That's all I really have, except for I have these different little samples I'm going to try, and I'm going to tell you about them tomorrow. That's what I'm trying tomorrow morning. So tomorrow I will tell you about them.